Let me just pull it up on YouTube.
Okay, we're live. I'm just refreshing to make sure. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, we're live.
It says it's scheduled, but uh-oh. Okay, good. It's working. So, I know there's probably not anybody in this thing here, but hey everyone who's watching, and welcome to the very first episode of A&M Live. And the two hosts here are me, and my name's Adam, and Marcus.
Hi.
So, we're going to cover here what A&M Live is. So basically what we're doing is we are covering latest tech news and stuff like that from the past week or even month or last month, just to give you guys an update about everything. And, just so you can see us live, I guess. So, and our schedule, I'll let Marcus talk about.
Our schedule, we're planning to be uploading every week. We're not quite sure about a date yet, but we are sure about every week there'll be a new podcast live stream thing. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Now, before we start with all of the news and stuff, we want to ask you guys to subscribe to our channel so we can keep posting more videos about tech and stuff and more podcasts.
that's right.
But
So,
yeah,
the first thing we're going to talk about is the new iPhone. I know people have already covered this, but we just would like to cover it as well. So, the new iPhone. There's nothing that new other than an enhanced refresh rate, more storage, it's waterproof, and that's it. I can't really think of anything. So, Marcus, what's your opinion on it?
I think I personally like the design. Now it's not much different than like the previous models, such as the 12. It has similar square edges, like sides instead of rounded. But the
Yeah.
camera display on the back is a little bit different, which I'm not quite a big fan of the cross, like how it did
Yeah.
before.
In my
But
opinion, it looks more like the iPhone
it's
5.
crazy how yeah,
Yeah.
with
It
the
looks more
round,
like the
it's
iPhone 5.
basically the looks look like an iPhone 5 just without the same specs as it. It's a lot better and
Oh,
different
obviously.
cameras and stuff,
Yeah.
but it's crazy how much you can buy it for.
Yeah,
Like
and there's also the deal, since they're like the iPhone Mini or whatever it's called, and the iPhone SE, that's still the insane.
there's 13 and the 13 mini.
Yeah. And then there's like the Pro edition. So I know the Pro is the one with the 1 terabyte model, and it has the frying pan fidget spinner cameras. They didn't remove that yet. But what they do need to add is a headphone jack. I don't know why they still haven't removed. Maybe an SD card, micro SD card thing. I mean, who knows? It's
Hmm.
whatever works with them. So next thing we're gonna cover are our thoughts on the new iPad. The new iPad, it doesn't look any
One more
different.
thing about
Oh, yeah?
one more thing about the iPhone 13 is how much it is compared to the first iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like the first iPhone, it was, let's see, $500 basically in 2009, and you can buy the 13 if you have another $1,000 to add on to that. Like
Yeah, I'm
it's a
gonna quickly show
phone.
you guys what the iPhone here looks like. So you can see here on the stream. Here's the website, new iPhone, oh so pro. If we click buy, it may take a little while, but whatever. You can see the Pro Edition. This is 6.1 inch, but the Pro Max, which is the big deal here, this one has a 6.7 inch display. And you can see here, it's the 1 terabyte model, and they've removed the 64-bit um, like not 64-bit, sorry. 64 gigs is the minimum base. So if you didn't want to spend the extra money for the 128 gigs, that's the minimum. So either way, you're going to have more than 128 gigs if you're buying the new iPhone.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then basically on the website, you can just choose your carrier for your SIM card. And yeah, so the next thing we're going to be talking about now is our thoughts on the new iPad
Is
and just the new iPad in general. They, in my opinion, they have to innovate. I know they've done somewhat a decent job at that, but they've got to innovate. The iPad mini is a really good concept. It's the equivalent to an iPhone and like a tablet, like a mini Samsung. It's a thicker version and a wider
yeah.
version, or whatever you want to call it, of the iPhone. So this is a nice, neat thing you can take with you if you just want a bigger screen. And in my opinion, I think this was a pretty good idea. But the iPad Pro, like, what's new?
Yeah, the iPad Pro has
Other than like faster
the
CPU by
M1 chip
1%.
in it.
Pardon?
The iPad Pro is also the processor in it, or like it's supercharged by the M1 chip,
Yeah, it has
similar
the M1
to
chip. I
the
don't know if they
similar to
had.
the new MacBook Air.
Yeah, I think they just used the A12 and A14 Bionic chip. But now I know they have actual CPUs. And correct me if I'm wrong, everyone. I think there's going to be some sort of dedicated Apple um, iPad CPU. I could be wrong, probably am, because they wouldn't have just went with the M1. But yeah, you can see here with the iPad Pro, it has an 11-inch Liquid Retina
Yeah, you can
display
get
and XDR as well. So, a couple new things. Oh, 2 terabytes, dude. Look, it has 2 terabytes.
yeah, you can get 128 gigabytes up to 2 terabytes.
Yeah.
You can get an 11-inch and a 12.9-inch.
Yep.
The bigger one does way more, but only by a little bit, so it's not too big of a difference.
Hmm. But yeah, you can see it also has the option to get it with Wi-Fi and cellular. I can't even speak English, but cellular data. So normal iPhones, they have data, and you can have the same thing with iPads. Now I have an iPod 6th gen. What I use is my daily driver. I don't have an iPhone just yet, and to my surprise, it doesn't have cellular data. That's just what mine didn't. That's what mine didn't come with. But you know, that's just what we went with. So let's take a look at the
Yeah.
next thing that we have on our list: iPadOS 15 and iOS 15. Now let's see what's new about iOS 15. I know that Apple's
What?
decided to separate iOS instead of being the default operating system for all browsers or not or all devices. My bad. They've decided to separate the iOS series of operating system from the iPad. So iPadOS 15 exists and iOS 15 exists. And
Yeah, one thing that I do like about the like iOS 15 is the new like Google Maps or like the Maps feature,
oh yeah,
which is more like it's kind of more 3D,
yep.
which is pretty cool. Yeah, it has new FaceTime features such as SharePlay, which allows you to like watch movies and videos together.
Yeah,
Um,
you can do that.
Also you can also like like listen to music together. Oh, also you can share your screen on FaceTime.
Yeah, you can do that.
Is Yeah, it has
So
multiple device support, so you can connect FaceTime. All right.
yeah, let's see what else is here. So there's portrait mode in the let's see, portrait mode in
Grid view.
FaceTime, and then there's some sort of blurring with the there's blurring with the camera stuff. So that's pretty cool. That's a new feature that they've made. And I'm just gonna quickly take a look. Mute alerts. You can do that when you're wait, wow, this is actually quite a bit. Yeah, and I remember the messages. That was something that they were talking about.
Yeah, they've added to the messages. Where was it? I just saw it. Where did it go? You can easily save the photos. Um, but so you can tap. So, pardon me.
Terabyte model, and it
Apparently,
has the
once
frying
you
pan 50 square
like
cameras. They
have
didn't remove that yet.
the picture sent to you, there should be
Hmm.
a download button right beside the picture.
Yeah, like even the
Um,
slightest bit.
which you can.
Uh-huh. With the and there's Memoji. There's It's basically iOS 14 with a twist. And then yeah, there's map changes, Safari changes, wallet changes, live text
He
spotlight.
basically just adds like new clothing, like colors for like your eyes, glasses, like hats and stuff, some stickers, but
Yeah.
and then yeah, Maps has I just it's up here. Maps has like the interactive globe, so a 3D globe, um with enhanced like details such as like mountain ranges, deserts, forests, oceans, more stuff like that. And then basically a detailed new city experience. So you can explore cities like San Francisco, Los Angeles, New York, London, and
Yeah, it's really
then
cool.
yeah, it shows like the
So,
elevation, the roads, trees, buildings, landmarks, all the stuff like that, but in like 3D.
yeah, so if we head over back to the iOS, if we head over back to the browser, you can take a look at what we're seeing here. So if for you the viewers you would like to see everything that's new, you can go to apple.com/ca or com or co.uk, wherever you live in the world, /iOS/iOS 15/features. And what I have noticed is that the stream is very
Yeah.
delayed by an immense amount. But just please note when you get to this part, you can search up the URL, and we can add it in chat if you'd like. Please let us know. And yeah, you can see this quite a bit, and it seems like they're adding some macOS features, such as the spotlight, and they're adding a lot of things for memories in Apple Music, and photos, and your health check app, and privacy and mail, and of course the basic bug fixes.
Yeah,
There's a
and
lot of
one
new
thing
features.
that I'm just seeing now for the wallet in iOS 15 is you can add your home keys, your hotel keys,
Yeah.
but I'm pretty sure for the home keys you have to have a compatible door lock, such as like a HomeKit door lock. And hotel keys you there's like a hotel provider's app that you can use for um lock that you can so you can automatically just like tap it so you don't have to get your card out because we all know that that's a pain sometimes if you have to find a card to get out. And then office key for like your offices and stuff. Um and you can also have your ID in it, so your driver's license, state ID, like possibly your passport. I'm not sure about that. Probably not, because that's not that secure. You can also add your car keys, so you can unlock and lock your car, such as that, like that. Um, but yeah.
Yes.
Anything else you want to add about iOS 15?
No, I don't. I don't have anything else that I'd like to talk about for iOS and Apple in general. And now we're done with this section of the Apple topic with the new iPhone, iPad, and the separation from iOS, and the things that are included in iPadOS 15 and iOS 15. And for those of you who are wondering, the stuff that's included in iPadOS 15 and iOS 15 is basically the same. There's nothing that new. So for the moment we've all been waiting for, as our title suggests, it's about Windows 11. So let's talk about the Windows 11 launch. So one thing that I noticed in particular was that they launched Windows 11 the day that Steve Jobs passed away. I don't know if this was like a coincidence or this was on purpose. I have no clue, but who knows. The Windows
Yeah.
11 launch, it was pretty good, but there have been quite a bit of issues for AMD and gaming users, which is why I like Intel. I don't like AMD. I don't like AMD CPUs just in general. They're good for gaming though. I'm not gonna get hate for that, but
Yeah, I personally have an AMD CPU. Now, this I know it doesn't really compare to the I used to have an Intel CPU, but it wasn't as good as my AMD one, so it's not really like comparable. Like it's not really like close in spec with the Intel one. So I had an i5 59, no, i9 9400F before at my old computer. My new one, I have a Ryzen CPU. It's the Ryzen 7 3800X. Now, I mainly play games on my computer, so that's really the reason why I got AMD. I don't really do like any of like coding or whatever. I mainly just use it for gaming and stuff, so.
and for me, I do the opposite of what Marcus does. I use this for production stuff, and speaking of production, the reason why there's been no uploads lately is because there had been a big. So basically, the production computer that we have that we make videos on and we edit them, all the files got corrupted. And we were luckily able to retrieve everything, so thumbnails and stuff like that. All of that got retrieved, so I'm very lucky about that.
We
And
have a question in chat. Will Windows Media Center ever work on Windows
oh
11?
yeah, that'll work. I've done it already. I haven't installed it on my main computer yet, the production computer, but yes, it'll definitely work. As I said before, I've already done it. It works. So if you try installing it with the video that we've created, it'll work 100%. And if there are any issues, please reply and let us know. So back about what happened. So on the production computer, which is the computer I'm using right now, all the files got corrupted. We weren't able to retrieve the OS, but we were able to retrieve the files, such as the folders and documents, downloads, pictures, music, videos, everything. So instead, we just installed Windows 11 on it. So instead of having to go through the hassle of, trying to upgrade, because a lot of people have ran into issues with trying to upgrade,